G'day! Today we're going to have a look at totally awesome Battle Simulator tabs. This one has been out for a while, but it's not something I've looked at before, so consider this my first look. Let's just jump straight into campaign, I'd say. An introduction sounds like a way to do it. Okay, so there are 6 clubbers over there, so I assume that I have 600 gold to spend. Beat that team. So 3 guys with that, and then what if I go 3 guys behind that with spears? What does that button mean? Nothing? Battle? Okay. And then what sort of movement do I have? Some pretty good sort of... I think some more mouse sensitivity wouldn't hurt. Should have a look at that. The spear throwers aren't even going to get a part of this. Oh, they really are... E to move up and down. EQ. Alright, some lessons learnt there. Okay, so firstly, let's just go to settings and let's go controls, look sensitivity. Let's really jack that up, I reckon. Okay, so can I just trash everyone? Good. Alright, so protectors didn't really seem like they did much. So let's just roll with clubbers. I can have 8 to his 6. Feels like I should be able to win that. Feels a bit smoother, especially since I've scored this really big guy here. He really did do some good clubbing. Alright. What are those spear throwers? And we've got a little bit more money. So I feel like we want to roll with, say, maybe 2 protectors in front. Then behind them, like that. Wow, they didn't really protect much there. Hand down. Trying to make this smooth as possible because I imagine this will otherwise be quite nasty. So these guys, what, throw their spear and then they're like, well, oh no, they do get a spear back. Alright. Got a rock thrower in there too. So, got more money. I'm still not... I mean, I guess the protectors did... What are these guys? They're not really, hard to tell what the protectors sort of did, I guess, in that role. I'm going to give 4 protectors this time. 2 clubbers behind every protector. I'll go 3 spear throwers, and then 2 more clubbers on the interior. Alright, now let's try and pan sort of down into the battle. Okay, some interesting lessons learned about what that guy can do. Throw some spears, spear throwers. Ugh. Alright, I feel like my lesson here is don't rely on spear throwers. They're garbage. So let's just... Very nice and easy to get rid of guys though. Just a quick right click. Now, I feel like, actually, let's trash everything. Takeaway I had from that is that we want space between every guy. Want to try and have our those like sort of neutralize the effectiveness of these guys here. This two are really caught in an odd battle on the side there. Now, I feel like this is where we want stoners to really do some bowling. So we want 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's any reason to sort of back down from that. So let's go 5, and then let's put a row of guys behind that to try and clean up after those 5 guys just... I mean, that doesn't really feel like it was anywhere near as effective as I was hoping. Yeah, otherwise sunk very fast. Alright, trash that strategy. What do we want? Bone Mage? 1, 2 Bone Mages on the outside. Fill the inside with Clubbers. Now, what we don't want is those Bone Mages to hurt our guys. They're going to here. But I mean, that was a good hit. Yeah, the Bone Mages did it. Alright. I do like that frozen shot at the end of each round. Okay. That mean, is that just the menu over here? It's okay. We've got Mammoth, we can't afford. Chieftain. It'd be interesting to see what he can do. We know these guys are going to have to sort of come across this bridge. So maybe like a... Get rid of the Chieftain. Let's put the Chieftain back a little bit more. And then we'll put 2 Bone Mages in front. And then... I don't know, go incredibly skimp. Or just an experimental wave, this one. I mean, they did their design task. We what? I mean, who's alive in this picture? I guess this guy over here. He's doing the heavy lifting. Well, that's enough money to send one of these guys in, so let's find out what happens. Well, he's definitely doing the trick. I do worry for guys I have alongside him, though, if just going to decimate like that. So what I would say is we want to put him up front, and then we want to have... We afford. We can have 5 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll put them nicely spaced back to essentially try and keep them safe, that they won't get hit. It's only if the mammoth dies, but I mean, they're good. Well, keep betting on our winning hand. This time I'm going to go 2 Bone Mages, 3 Bone Mages at the back, and 1 Protector. Because again, if they're far enough back, I can possess a unit. I don't want to possess just that one, I want to possess someone else. C. No. I don't know what I was pressing there. Let's not do that. I mean, I feel like I can win a lot easier if I sort of dictate the rules, especially if a guy's heavy hitting as that, or one of the Bone Mages. And we don't want our Bone Mages to waste their shot. Like, that's a real waste, what they've just done there. It does feel like that final photo can be a lot of fun. Alright, what do we got here? Well, we're into a new era here, so we've got wheelbarrows, scarecrows. We're up against knights. Halflings seem pretty useless. Let's have a crack at 2 harvesters. No, let's just go 3 harvesters. Let's see what they do. Hit to a big sweet middle harvester. Good job. There you go, that's a winning shot. Let's get down there and admire the beauty of that. Sort of looking at camera like, why? Alright, archers. And those guys at the front look like they have fire. So, I feel like something fast would be what we want. Let's find out what a wheelbarrow does. That feels like they'd charge. And then, I think that we just need numbers here, is the sense that I get. That we just want this guy to get in there and just wreck shop fast. And then have these weird little halflings do their weird little throw themselves at people. They're very confusing, these little guys. I mean, is the wheelbarrow gone? It's an unfortunate death. They might be some of the weakest, but I also feel like this would be one of the creepiest things to fight against. Like, they're just carrying around the dead bodies. Alright, well, again, I think a wheelbarrow charging through is going to do some good work. Let's find out what a scarecrow is. And let's fill the rest with farmers. And we'll just space them around a little bit. So the catapult can't annihilate everyone. Alright, well the scarecrow is definitely interesting. That was quick work. It feels like a wheelbarrow is a good, like, wrecker. Like, he just gets in there and causes havoc. So we'll get 2 scarecrows in there too, and then let's put farmers in there. Just fill up with farmers after that. I feel like if they're not going to get past, like if they're not going to work past that guy, we're going to be in trouble. Real hard to gauge how, Alright, let's trash that, and let's go 3 wheelbarrows in this one. Two harvesters. 3 harvesters. And the rest farmers. Except for 1 halfling we can afford. See, because this wheelbarrow guy, he's gotten through and he's causing havoc back there, and that's what we want to see. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Although now we're in trouble. He doesn't seem to be able to knock that guy down. Alright. So, let's get rid of that guy. Let's put the wheelbarrows right on the far outside. And then let's go what seemed to work on the inside. ridiculous amount of those guys. Ah, that time they didn't cut through. But let's see what this number of guys can do. Just need any of you to go. Thank you. There we go. At least 2 of them harassing the priests. Not enough, though. Come on, son. Alright. Happy medium. Wheelbarrow, wheelbarrow, wheelbarrow. Farmers. This time trying to stack the wheelbarrows together to see if we can get one through. Which looks like we have. I mean, probably a good time where if I could, to take control, say, of that wheelbarrow to, I wonder if I can. What was the take control button? Controls was... Zess toggle F. Let's go same thing. Go... start. And so then what we do is we just sort of go the back here. Whoa. Sorry guys. Whoa, where are we looking? Alright, how did I do? I killed that fight. It didn't end, I pressed F. Alright, so I didn't mean to, I just did. The ability to move and add people is brilliant in this game too, by the way. I'm very much loving that. Alright, let's look into these poison guys, for which we've not looked at before. Let's just go weird with halflings. It's more just an experiment to see what these guys are like. Now, you can see everyone sort of got back up. Quite unclear about if we're killing them or just sort of like... Well, some of them have at least died, I think. No, they're just knocked out. So it's not a... It's just sort of like a... Okay. So what we need to do is pair that with someone who can do some damage. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we'll get 6 of those guys. We'll then chuck 2 scarecrows on the inside of that, and then too few. I mean, yeah, yeah, I don't think we've got a sound strategy here. Not dead, is he? He's just... Is he dead? He's dead. We actually might have a chance here. Alright, the scarecrows do some fine work. Alright, so King's 1500. We've got healers though, so I feel like... I want to really ride that heal train. Let's go knight, knight. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bard. Don't all go help that guy. That was a weird choice those two made. Now you're just wandering through this way to help him. Well, a little too late, buddy. So now you've put yourself completely in the firing line. I mean, luckily our knight here is doing some good work. Real way to go, just like a shield to the face. Where is his head? Just crammed into the wall. Okay. So in theory that worked, in practice it got weird. So I think what we want to do is just sort of bring these guys way further forward. Stop choosing one of them. Yeah. We should steal each other. I want to see what a king in action looks like. So what if we go king and then go healers? And one archer. I mean, this is doomed to fail because these guys are going to get way behind the king. Sorry, they're going to get behind the king and get to those healers. The king can't even get his arms down at the moment. It's been real weird about this. Thank you. King, you're being real odd about this. So again, I think that works if they don't get behind the king. So maybe what we need to do is start the king like here. Let's try this. King's there. Healers are there. I think still an archer. Because here, you guys have to walk around, which gives those guys a chance to sort of come around and pick their, like, that they can all cut into the same one lane where all my guys are, keeping them in front of us. The only problem is my king has got his sword stuck. There you go. Just moved him to the side. That's a fine last cut there, even though you don't look like completely on top of your game delivering it. I will take it. Okay. So let's try a similar strategy, but we will spread our healers out, just so that those ballistas can't, like, just annihilate a single guy, or like all of them in one go, although they'll collapse pretty quick. A revisit. Picky poison. Well, this will then come down to how fast those trebuchets load, which seems like way quicker than what chance we've got here. Alright. So why doesn't have a shield? So let's go knight. what I had before, wasn't it? Alright, this motley crew. See what the catapults can do. I mean, that's again seems just like positioning that if the you don't want the knight sort of in front for that first shot of. So if we say put squire here, and then we put a knight, or we say we put the king here, and then put healers behind him. I mean, that benefited us greatly, like way more than it hurt. It's going to be that king goes. They're just not going to do anything now. So close. I think that with this, what we would do is we'd get rid of, say, 2 of these guys. Give ourselves a knight and a 3rd squire. They take out the knight? Did. No, they still haven't taken out the king. So the king has to move quick here. I think the king's going to be too killable, essentially. That we need, again, to just spread out that front row. I really picked their target well that time. So I think that our change here would then have to be that we want to go, drop these guys back. Knight, knight, knight. Healers. And it is that we want all of their guys to collapse on that one point, have them all sort of line themselves up in front of their ballisters, and then now with these guys all alive, hope that at least one of them can make it. Now, whether he'll make it in time to kill both. I mean, I feel like that could just be won by doing the same thing. It's just that maybe I just need one more knight. Spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. I feel like that he's closer at least. So we're going to give this one chance here to see if he... Still too slow. Never get that one down. Okay, so... Another knight would cost me 3 of those guys, 4 of those guys, but that's okay because I can make this a bard as long as he does walk forward. That does give us a squire as well. It cost me a knight, so I mean that wasn't worth it. And again, I feel like in this, what I could do, get rid of that guy, make that a squire. They go, and then pick one of these guys and just beeline it. Yeah. Not only that, I can play dodge. It's okay, because we've got the, got him distracted. Feels a little cheap winning like that, but gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. King. Nothing here looks ranged, so I'm just gonna go king with a whole bunch of archers, a whole bunch of healers. Now, immediate problem there is that that guy is into the back end and can just wreak havoc on those poor archers and the healers. And they just go crazy. Okay, so let's go. Knights and healers. Every knight gets a healer. I mean, they won't. I'll pick someone. They'll all have favorites. These Minotaurs really give grief, though. Looks like this could be close. Depends on how tough these Minotaurs are. It's still going. Oh my. Alright, let's try. Same thing. 2 knights on the back side of them. I put them too close. Just sort of lunge forward and... Alright, for this theory to work, let's try them further back. 2 knights back there. Try and help the guys that are actually getting hurt, not just thank you. They just abandoned the guy that's actually in combat. You've just sunk yourselves now. Not looking good. Well, anyway, that's sort of the amount of time I'd give to a first look of a new game. Plenty of fun. Definitely my sort of style of strategy. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.